All right, Woody. He's here, is he? He's here. How you doing, mate? You all right? Seems to be... All right, Mark. Don't really know what I want to talk about today, guys. It's been pretty quiet, hasn't it? With Liverpool news and everything like that. It's been proper quiet. Yeah, I'm good with it, mate. Just got back in. I went to watch Transformers. It was quite good, actually. Remember when we watched it when we were kids? And you came to my house. I had a curry, yeah. But yeah, it was all right, to be fair. It's pretty good. Good, Mark, good. So, guys, yeah, let me know what do you want to talk about Liverpool-wise. What do you want to talk? Hey, Woody, the Transformers movie today was actually pretty good. You know, it's probably the best one since that one. I think it was quite good, actually. To be fair, Taram, I've got nothing for you, mate. Nothing on Taram at all. All right, Nizam. All right, LFC. So yeah, Taram, I've not heard or seen anything to do with that. No updates whatsoever. Just the latest. Obviously, Liverpool are interested. That's about it, really. I know there was all that stuff that were going around, that spiel that apparently he was on a flight from Nice to Blackpool and he was going to go have a medical and he was going to go do this, that, and the other, but that never materialised. This must be the longest medical in football history if this is still ongoing. But yeah, other than that, Megatron's not in it, would he? No, he's not. Transformers, my favourite stats. I like Starscream as well. I like Starscream, yeah. Valverde, again, I can't see that happening. The only way I can see Liverpool signing a midfielder from Real Madrid is if they go and buy not Bellingham, Mbappe. Obviously that'll be like 150 million. So you're talking at like an outlay of over 200 million there. They've already signed 2 other players as well. So you would think they'd have to raise some money somewhere. So yeah, that's the only way I could see us getting a Real Madrid player. Oh, 1 minute, guys. Hold on. I'm in the middle of doing something. All right, well, let's turn it off then. It's fine. All right, it's fine. No worries. Where was I? Velvet. Yeah, that's the only reason I could see like anything happening with Real Madrid is if they signed Mbappe. Optimus Prime. He's a bit of a shitter in this one, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie, like he's not got a really big part in it. I think probably if I had to pick my favourite Autobot type thing in this one, it'd be the new one, Mirage or something. And then there's a thing. I know we're talking about Transformers, guys. This is a Liverpool podcast, like Liverpool channel. Blame my lifelong friend Woody for this. So yeah, basically, there's a thing at the end of this movie that I won't spoil for you, just in case you're interested, that ties it into another Hasbro franchise. Yeah, so there you go. Shia LaBeouf. No, he's not in this one. No. I don't remember Hot Shot now. We've started Spectre off now, guys. Spectre's off on one now. This is it. He'll be on about aliens in a minute. Transformers podcast instead. I don't think I know that much about him, to be fair. Probably about as much as I do about Liverpool, to be fair. No, but yeah. What was it? Taram. Yeah, no updates on that whatsoever. Kone, again, nothing at all. There was all the things about, we had the meetings with him last week, but there's been literally nothing on that whatsoever. I think the only thing that came out about Kone is that he apparently wants to leave and go to anywhere. He wants to leave Mönchengladbach, and they're asking prices between 30 and 40 million. So let's see what happens there. Transformers are really Spectre. Yes, they are. They are Spectre. Yes, they are. Vega. I would take Vega. I think he's probably the one to watch at the moment. I think all the news and all the drama and everything's about Thuram and Kone. Well, Kone's gone a little bit quiet now, but Vega could be the one to watch. Yeah, I've heard that Trent's starting in midfield for England tonight. That's what I've heard. See what happens there. So yeah. Got some news as well for the channel, guys. Not that it really does much, anyways. I've got monetized the other day. I got the email, got monetized and everything like that. So apparently you can do supers and stuff now. Not that I'm asking you to do it, but apparently it's something that can happen now. I didn't know. Got an email yesterday. Megan Fox got sacked after the film Transformers. I don't know if she knows any more on that Gambian player. Bojan. I've not heard anything like that. I've just seen the rumours that everybody else has seen as well. Apparently it's only pretty cheap in here as well. It's supposed to be pretty good. So yeah, see what happens there. All right, Dave, how you doing, mate? Thanks for the email, by the way, the other day. I like the correspondence me and you have got going. It's good, that, mate. Nice to have you on board tonight. Investment is coming. Don't you find it funny how all the click always start coming up with all these excuses about why FSG might not spend no money in the past couple of windows? Did you not think, like, last year it was all about saving money for Bellingham, and then now it was, oh, well, we can't afford Bellingham and we've got investment coming in, and guys, don't get me started. I went on a rant over there, and honestly, FSG have proper pissing me off this window. I know it's only just opened, and I understand there's a lot of things and stuff, but when you just see that, like, Arsenal are going to go buying, oh, shit, well done, Nazim, for the first super there, mate. Thanks for that, mate. So we started off with, like, saying we're going to spend hundreds of millions, wasn't it, this window? And then it went down to, like, 150, then 100. Honestly, guys, I think we're going to spend about 80 million this window. That's what I think. We'll probably get some sales going in as well. I honestly, the whole thing about Salah meeting PSG the other day, don't be surprised if Salah gets sold this window, honestly. I think it's on the cards. Have you noticed we aren't signing any players off to me, Matt? Yeah, every player. Have you noticed every player we've been linked with is all 50 million as well? Like, like I was about to say, like West Ham are going to go sign West Ham are going to, not West Ham, God. Arsenal are going to go sign West Ham's Declan Rice by the looks of it. Man City are also watching that. You've got Chelsea, who've got no Champions League football, by the way, are going to go sign Caicedo. All these players Liverpool could do with, and not to say the players we're being linked with, like Thuram as well, is not going to be a good player. But don't you find it's a little bit disheartening, isn't it? It's a bit disheartening where you see, like, all these big players being linked elsewhere, and we're never in for them. Never, I thought it was going to change with Bellingham, and I just don't understand what's gone on in that situation. The only plausible thing I can think that's happened with Bellingham is towards the back end of the season, it was coming more and more likely that Liverpool were not going to qualify for the Champions League. So FSG have basically turned around to Klopp and said, you can have Bellingham, but that's the only player you can sign at that price because that's all the budget. And I think Klopp, seeing the state the squad was in, has kind of made the decision that we need to invest in more players and get more in than just one. And I think that's why we've missed out on Bellingham. I really do. FSG always say next year, but when next year? Yeah, we are. We're next year FC. We are next year FC, honestly. Yeah, exactly. There, LFC 99. The only reason only time we've ever signed best in class was when we sold Coutinho. So if we sell Salah now, does that mean we're going to go out and buy someone decent? Again, guys, I can't even see that happening as well. But you are right in what you're saying. All right, carried. Yeah, I agree. LFC. Whose fault is it about letting the midfield needing a rebuild? You got to blame Klopp, haven't you, as well? And you've got to blame. Klopp. You've got to blame the scouting department. You've got to blame FSG. It's equal fault all around. You've got to think. The rumours are that we were in for Tuchemane last summer, and he came and visited the AXA, and he was there doing all this, that, and the other. But then as soon as Real Madrid came in for him, he fucked off. He was gone. But where was the backup? I mean, we had this situation with Van Dijk, and it worked out in our favour where We missed out on Van Dijk in the summer. All us fans were kind of like screaming out like, well, go find somebody else, go get someone else. And we didn't. And then we got Van Dijk and it worked out in our favour. But this whole thing, not going for Tuchemane, missing out on him, and then not signing somebody apart from Arthur Melo, who played, 13 minutes all last season. It was a waste of a window. And last season just feels like it was a waste of a season. It honestly does. Where could Salah go? I reckon Salah PSG or Madrid. That's the only places. And how much do we get for him? I reckon above 100. 100 is the starting point for me, just because he's still got 2 years on his deal. But don't be surprised if it's less. I don't know. Yeah, Emily, you're right there. FSG never spend their money. They want LFC to be a self-sustainable club and only spend what we make. But I think I was making videos like last year or early on this year, I can't remember when it was, where I was mentioning last year alone, we made 120 million from prize money because we played in all these games, got to all these finals. We made so much money in prize money. It was unreal. And that didn't even include the TV money or anything else. But where was that money? Where is the money? I mean, I don't know how true this is, but I can't remember where I've seen it, but I thought I've seen or heard that stadium expansion or the new main stand, whichever one it is, FSG loaned that money to Liverpool and Liverpool's paying them back. Now, again, I don't know how true that is. I can't remember where I've seen that, but I have read that and I have seen it that, yeah, the FSG loaned that money to the club. They tried to get a sponsor in to sponsor the stand, to be like the, I don't know, Carlsberg stand or whatever, do you know what I mean? But no one came in and took it up on it. So, yeah, as far as my FSG loaned that money to the club and the club's paying it back. When he said he will go. Yeah, I agree, Carrie. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that with the Salah thing. Yeah, I think that was to nip that in the bud. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. I am of the feeling as well, though, guys, just to be honest with you, that if COVID had not happened, then Salah wouldn't be at Liverpool now. I think he'd already be at Madrid or somewhere like that. And I just think that. If Optimus Prime was up for sale, FSG wouldn't want a mega truck. They would want a Bumblebee beetle car. Probably. Hey, Spectre, question for you. What what transformer would FSG be? Did load the money and they let it be known it was interest free, but it wasn't LFC paid them interest. All right, okay, fine. Okay, Carrie, I know I heard something about it. The year we won the Premier League, we won all the clubs. Where did it go? Exactly, where did it go? Where did it go? Is it? He's wearing the number 10 tonight. Interesting. So he must be playing in midfield then. Wheelie. Just so you are aware, guys, as well, I have got a bit of a hard out on this. Not the other way. You might have taken that. I've got a hard out. I want to be a thingy on that. At 7 o'clock. Sorry, I promised one of the kids I'd watch the England game with them. So yeah, I need to get ready for that. Jazz. Hard stop. I think I said hard stop, didn't I? I think I did. But yeah, let's have a quick look, guys. Anyway, let's have a look. Fixtures came out. I got asked this question the other day. Someone messaged me on Twitter going, what do you think of the fixtures, Adam? In all fairness, guys, I don't really care about the fixtures. End of the day, it's not like the NFL where you play a select few teams, out of the whole league. You play, in our football, you play everybody. So you've got to play everybody at some point. So I don't really care, like, when and who we play. I always like to see who our opening game is against. Is our last game home or away? When the derbies are? When we play Man United, Man City? And other than that, I don't really care. But yeah, I think, obviously when Leeds was in the league, I would have a look for them as well, see when we were playing them. But I saw this thing over there, and it was like there's a hard run for Liverpool or something towards the middle of the season that could, derail us or something like that. I'm sorry, but end of the day, if that's the case where we're going to get derailed by 4 games, then are you really got a team that's made to win the league? Like, do you know what I mean? It don't make no difference to me. Spend again, but I did back them in, not signing Belmans and looking not worth what he could have cost if we got him. Yeah, I guess, Phil. Yeah, I get what you're saying there about that. Like, he is a little bit overrated, but I guess it's just I guess it's one of them where you could have spread that cost out over 10 years. If it had cost us 100 million, we have him signed for 10 years, not, over 2 contracts, whatever. It's 10 million a season. Like, you can look at it, but I do get what you're on about anyway, in regards to how much money we're going to cost. See you later. Who's gone? LFC 99. See you later, mate. Yeah, we did, Dave. We definitely struggled with these teams. We parked the bus, didn't they? All right, Paul Turney. I'm a referee myself as well. Angry about Bellingham. Said about us in the press. Yeah. Do you think that, though, he was basically just saying that to win Madrid fans over because of the whole speculation of him coming to Liverpool and the speculation of him wanting to, Madrid are like a fallback option because Liverpool pulled out. Do you reckon there's something behind that there? I think there is a little bit. Trent starts in midfield of Henderson tonight. I've not even had a look at the English starting lineup. Is it out yet? Leicester have appointed the one of the Man City coaches as the manager. That's just come out on a 3-year deal. That's could be pretty good. Let's have a look, see if I can see the starting lineup for England. Should be out now, surely. Game starts in an hour, doesn't it? I think. Let's have a look. So we got Pickford, Trippier, Maguire. Can't pronounce that name. Shaw, Rice, Arnold, Henderson, Saka, Kane, Maddison. It's against Malta though as well, isn't it? It's a bit of a rubbish game. Who else we got? It annoys me how the Echo and the rest are in FSG's pocket. They're all in the pocket, mate. All of them. I think I saw some. Was it James Pearce was on Redmen TV over there? I can't remember. Was it you, Dave, who told me about this interview? I watched it as well, and he was contradicting himself so much. Where he was like going, "Well, of course Liverpool are interested in Thuram, but all these people are saying like it's done, but it's not done, and." I'm not saying Liverpool are not going to sign him, but they're not. But it could all change in 2 hours. Just some shit like that, where you're just like saying, "I'm saying this right now, but it could change in like 20 minutes." Do you know what I mean? Which, yeah, it's true. But at the end of the day, you should be right. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, why has he got a job as like the Liverpool correspondent? Because you would think like the Athletic are paying for him for his connections, yeah. So they get like the scoops or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So you would think if Liverpool were to drop news within half an hour, he would know already. Do you know what I mean? He should already be aware of what's going on. Like the whole thing for me with James Pearce, where he really, really fell down in my estimations of the Liverpool correspondent, was when the news broke that FSG were selling the club. It wasn't him that broke it, the Liverpool correspondent at The Athletic. It was David Ornstein. Do you know what I mean? It was him, or Ornstein, sorry. He was the one that broke the news, and he's not even a Liverpool correspondent. So that, to me, got alarm bells going straight away. Yeah, exactly, Spectre. Yeah, I think I just said that, yeah. Spectre's that same wavelength as me. Do anyone know what money we have to spend this summer? No, so why not? I don't think they do now. I don't think anyone has any idea. If you were to add it all up in your head and you were to look and see what's going on with the players we've been linked with, so we spent 35 on McAllister, and we're looking at players in the £50 million range, aren't we? So 85, and then they're saying depending on how much the next midfielder costs depends on whether or not we get another midfielder or not, and then that then depends on if we get another defence. So you've got to think that there's a sale coming somewhere, guys, to fund this rebuild. And all this and ahhing about, it all depends on how much money this one player costs and it impacts all the others. Like, you've got to think that I don't know. We don't have much to spend, I'd say, anyway. Amrabat. I'm not too keen on him, to be fair. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't lie and say that I know much about him. I watched all. I mean, he was good at the World Cup. He was really good at the World Cup. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. He wouldn't be one of the top players I'd go for. I'd still probably take Kone or Thuram over him, in all fairness. Yeah, Paul, they're going to go for a cheaper option, aren't they, mate? Definitely going to go for a cheaper option. Emily reckons we've got between 140 to 150 altogether. Are you taking wages into that then as well? Just going on the end of it there where he says depends on wages and bonuses. Is that 150 million all included, like taking into the wages into account as well? Coming to the end of the season, everyone was saying we had 250 million. Yeah, exactly, Dave. You are 100% right, mate. 100% right. They must have the PR spin from FSG is mental, honestly. Tyler Adams from Leeds and Gabriel Vega. Now, I probably would take Vega over Tyler Adams, though I do think Tyler Adams would be a good player for Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, especially. Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's done much as this is since the World Cup, Dave, at all. Yeah, Dale, definitely not Klopp's fault whatsoever in regards to any of this that's going on. He can only do stuff with what he's got. You know, there's times, where you see stuff like this, and you'd think, how would Pep Guardiola do with a club like this? Like, I'd love Guardiola's next club to be somewhere where it's not the best club in the league. It don't have the most money. It don't have the best players. It's just, you know what I mean? It has just someone like us where you've got a set budget. Go on, do your thing. I think Guardiola's got to do that at least once in his career to be a proper great, so wages included. All right, okay, I can see that, Emilia. There is no massive war chest at all, Mr. Catcake. 80 million for Thuram and Kone, yeah. If that's the fee, you'd think it'd be a no-brainer, wouldn't you? But then, how much left over you've got for a defender? Have you seen that? I do agree, Carrie, that there should be some sort of wage cap, and I do think there should be something like that brought in. But I just don't know how you'd do it. You'd have to do it over so long, wouldn't you? But I do think there should be a wage cap in the Premier League, no, 100%. If there was one player now, who would you all choose? For Dave, it's Thuram. Come on, guys, who would you pick? There's 18 of you in the chat. How many of you, what player would you pick now in the midfield, I'm guessing? Who would you take now, right now? Yeah, that's true. Respect about them not spending their own cash. We didn't go for them. We got a player in McAllister who was a good, but in my opinion, for me. Yeah, let's see what happens with McAllister. I'm happy with the signing. I really am. I think he's still got to prove himself at Liverpool just because he's won a World Cup and done well at Brighton. Every player who comes in has got to prove themselves. So let's see how it goes with him. Rice, Valverde. What do you guys think about Barella? If he's going to Newcastle for 50 million, I don't think that's legit. Like, I think there's been so many things that have come out afterwards that saying that's not true. But Barella for 50 million and we're not in that race. Can you believe that? Something not right there, guys. I don't think they could come out though and tell us how much money they're going to spend, because then that puts us in a bad position when you're, when you're trying to buy players. Like, especially if we were to sell somebody like for a stupid amount of money, all clubs would know then that we've got X amount of money to spend and they'd put the price up. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think that'd ever happen. You'd take De Jong, Gary. Yeah, I don't think Barella's going for 50 million. Honestly, I don't think he's going for 50 million. But if Newcastle snap him up, honestly, I think top four is going to be hard again next year, guys. Never mind league title. Yeah. Same as that Chiesa as well. People were linking us with him, but I think he had a bit of a bad injury, didn't he? Dele Alli's going to Luton. Is that legit? Thuram, Barella, Kone, Gravenberch. They're the ones that Dave wants us to know between. Gabby Vega. I don't know, guys. I can't pick. If I had to pick one now off gut instinct, I probably would say Thuram, just because I think he is the most Gini Wijnaldum type player out of all of them. I might be wrong, but that's just how I've got a feeling about him, and I think we've missed Wijnaldum ever since he left the club. Yeah, Gary, they are. Watch the time. 4 minutes. Yeah. Nice one, Dave. Nice one. Right, guys, I've got like 5 minutes. I'll go 5 more minutes on this stream. I know it's not really a long one, but I did promise you that I'd do one. My only hope is he likes the Newcastle House with You'd think so, wouldn't you? But it depends like who they get in, who they sign and everything, doesn't it? So, Arsenal are after Havertz, who I think, he's been bad at Chelsea, but I think he's being played in the wrong position. Like, I'd take him at Liverpool, Havertz. I'd play him where Jones and Henderson have been playing in this new formation. I think he'd do us wonders, Havertz there. Like, he was really, really good at like Leverkusen. So, yeah, I'd take Havertz, me. Do I think FSG's days are numbered if we've had a bad summer? No, I don't, because it'd take the fans to unite to get them out like we did with Hicks and Gillette, and I just don't think there's anybody that'll do it. Like, you still look at these fan channels now, like Redmond TV and other ones, well, like, not to like call names out properly, but which I just did, I guess. But they're starting to like turn a little bit towards like saying they need to start spending more money and stuff like that, don't they? So you would think that maybe the pressure would build a little bit, but it'd take them all to like start proper calling them out. And I just don't think it would. Thuram. Yeah, Havertz was very heavily linked with us at one point before he went to Chelsea. Yeah, I think the price put us off. The price put us off again. Do I think this could be Klopp's last season? I think, depending on what happens this summer, this could be Klopp's last season, yeah. I think he could walk if he's not fully backed. If he has to sell like Salah and something like that to get fully backed, then yeah, I could see him walking 100%. Arsenal are spending 200 million again this summer. If they spend 200 million again this summer, didn't they spend something similar the season before? And then 100, they'd have spent nearly $500 million in 3 years. Have we spent that the whole time that FSG have been here? Dave, I agree that the club will be sold within the next 6 months. I agree. I don't think we'd get Valverde, Mr. Catcake. I reckon we could get Tuchemane or someone else. Not Valverde, though. I think he's too highly rated, I think. Yeah, I think Arsenal are going to get Declan Rice. Right then, we've got for a question for the chat. Woody, if you're still here, listen to this one. Serious question. Do we think John Henry likes Transformers, or was he a Thunderbirds type of guy? I think he was a Thunderbirds type of guy. Mbappe to Real, Salah to PSG. Yes, I do. I think that it could happen. I think I did a video on that the other day. He looks like a Thunderbird as well, doesn't he, sometimes? He's called the Corpse now, isn't he? So maybe he has got some strings that hold him up. Right, guys, I'll give you another couple of minutes if you've got any more questions for me, then I'm going to shoot off. Gary, if you've not missed much, mate, I've just given my opinion on like the fixtures and stuff like that. Not really bothered. We have to play everybody at some point. People have asked who would we take out of. Let's have a look. Gareth, who would you take out of the players who've been linked with? Thuram, Kone, Vega, Gravenberch, Barella, who would you take? John Henry is a puppet. Do you not mean he's a muppet? Yeah, they did, didn't they? They booed him, didn't they? They did. They did boo him at that meeting they had. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot off literally in a minute. Livramento, yeah, he's a good player, him. He's a really good player, him. Yeah, I look forward to Chelsea game as well with Pochettino as well. That could be a good game. I'm good, Ash. I'm good. I'm literally about to end this stream now. You've not missed much, though, to be honest with you. You can watch it back, though. Don't forget the papers on Sunday. Yeah, I will be doing the paper talk on Sunday. Dave, thank you, mate, with a $5. Thank you, pal. Thank you. Thank you so much. See you later, Woody, mate. I'll text you or something. Let me know. What do I think of the investment rumours? I think Liverpool could be sold within the 6 months, but it's just a hunch. Just going off everything that's going on at the club, basically, with Schmatke's contract running out, blah, 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 and the stadium expansion. It all kind of adds up, doesn't it, a little bit? Yeah, guys, right. I'm going to call it there. I did say this was only going to be a short one for half an hour. You can watch it back, though. It'll be on the channel. But, yeah. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. Like I said, I did promise one of the kids I'd watch the football with them. So, yeah, I'm going to shoot off now. Thanks to everyone that has supported. I think it was Dave and Nizam. You both sent me some money over. Thank you, guys. And obviously, I know this is like the first time I've done this with monetization from YouTube. But I didn't ask. I don't know. Yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks for the support and everything. Probably next time you'll see from me now will be Sunday when I do the paper talk. And, yeah, I'll catch you then. Oh, Ash, quick one. Does Thiago stay or go this summer? I think he stays, unless they offer stupid money. I think unless we get an offer north of 15 million, I think he stays. Right, guys, that's it for this stream. I'll speak to you all on Sunday when I put out that video, unless something breaks over the weekend. Not that it will, I don't think. Cheers, guys. See you then. Bye-bye.